Yes, welcome back once again. Mazdan Nnamdi Kanu's release is drawing nearer and nearer. Mazdan Nnamdi Kanu will be released as soon as possible because Mazdan Nnamdi Kanu has had a lot of support. So many people are on the side of Mazdan Nnamdi Kanu. I keep telling you that despite everything that Tinubu and Omotosho wants to do, Mazdan Nnamdi Kanu must be released. And now a well-known and popularly respected man called Wike has now intervened, and he has now entered for Mazdan Nnamdi Kanu. He has now stepped in for Mazdan Nnamdi Kanu because he is saying that, no, Tinubu, you should not be doing this. He said, look, he told Omotosho, look, you need to release this man. You don't know law. What right do you have to sentence Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment? What right do you have, Omotosho? The young man was asking you to show him the law. You could not show him the law. And you're claiming you're a judge. What judge are you? This is what Wike was telling him. As he wants Mazdan Nnamdi Kanu's release as soon as possible, because he sees no reason why Mazdan Nnamdi Kanu will be sentenced to life imprisonment, even after the appeal court has said that no other court has the power to try Mazdan Nnamdi Kanu. Omotosho still had the mind to try Mazdan Nnamdi Kanu and sentence him to life imprisonment without using any documented law. All everything he used was scripted and written, using a repeal law. Where is that being done? Where is that being done? Wike is seriously angry at Omotosho, and he's backlashing Omotosho, telling him that, look, you need to release this man as soon as possible, because this man had no case to answer. You cannot sentence a man to life imprisonment just like that. Well, without wasting much of your time, before getting into full details, now there are several video clips that will be displayed on your screen. Watch those particular videos to the end, and when we are back, we'll continue.
11th day of January 2026. This is a Kofa, the Ramiya roundabout to Sokoto. So the challenges we are having is that the judgment of the court is really affecting Mazdan Nnamdi Kanu's appeal. Remember that the judge ordered that Mazdan Nnamdi Kanu should not have electronic access to electronic devices. And somebody who is doing an appeal on his own, he cannot. Even the correctional center, when the Mazdan Nnamdi Kanu wanted to go and do something, they said that no, the order said that he should not have any electronic device. How can you say somebody who is doing his appeal, he cannot have access to printer, he cannot have access to photocopier, he cannot have access to any electronic gadgets? It is unfair. You don't do this kind of thing. Now, the consultants, most of the consultants and the people, the sympathizers, the experts that have sympathy for him has given me their various contributions in their appeal. You can see it. Now I'm giving him the hard copy. It is now left for him now to see all these things, put it together, and he print it out and sign and file his appeal. But he cannot do it. I just gave him the hard copy. He was telling me the challenges he's having. Today is the 11th day of January, and the judgment was given on November, and he cannot file his appeal. I have not seen this kind of judgment in my life. I know what I'm saying. Now, is this thing not against the principle of AR? I've been in Sokoto here for how many days now? This is the challenges I'm having, and I cannot be coming from Abuja to Sokoto. Each trip I embark from Abuja to Sokoto here, both flight tickets, drop, hotel fees. It's not fair. So that's the challenges he's having. So we are looking for a way on how to whether to go back to the court for court to reconsider.
If you are still listening to the prophecy of that your pastor, in time like this, you're a bunch of fools. You're a buncon. The only prophecy you hurry and rush to go and look for the prophecy of Mazdan Nnamdi Kanu. All can egg now watch prophets on egg unfulfilled prophet or prophecy from that your so-called pastor or your reverend or your bishop or prophecy emezu. You are a buncon. Watch video. I will be playing you prophecies upon prophecies upon prophecies, fulfilled prophecies of Mazdan Nnamdi Kanu. Can I watch here?
There are people who are what I call, I won't use too much grammar because a lot of people are watching, mothers are watching, grandmothers are watching in the villages. People who out of cowardice and self-hate think that Nigeria somehow can be won. But all of you know that Nigeria is an Islamic country. I'm sure you're aware of that. All of you also understand the intentions of the Fulani. Oh, if you want the presidency, you have to work for it. Tinubu, you must work for it. How is Tinubu working for it? You must condemn anybody who comes out to speak against our people in your forest. That is what they are doing. Some of you don't understand it, but we do. Some of you do not understand what is happening, but we do. And that is why we are here to tell you. The real terrorists in Sh0ck, they have dropped them. And now presidency is telling you, you cannot touch them. But these are people killing people in Yoruba forest. No, you cannot touch them. A whole presidency to tell you that every Fulani man is in on this. Their foot soldiers are Miyetti Allah. Have you all forgotten that they gave Miyetti Allah 100 billion? Have you all forgotten? You're a typical Nigerian nigger. Have you all forgotten? So you've forgotten that this so-called presidency, Baçklàsh, gave Miyetti Allah 100 billion to come down to the south to give peanuts to useless monarchs and traditional rulers so that our forests can be taken. Have you all forgotten? Oh, you have. Of course, you're in the zoo. You've forgotten. Did they give 100 billion to any other organization? Did Sh0ck give 100 billion to any other group? Why would a government give 100 billion to a bunch of terrorists and openly claim that they are stakeholders in the government? That is why government can come out openly without shame to support terrorists in Yoruba forests. Let them come to our land and they will see. They say that all the government of Ondo State and others must draw a boundary. Where who are the bandits and who are the law-abiding? How can we know? As I'm going there, my phone, when your man all the lizards, all the lizard, their stomach is almost on the floor. So we don't know which one has belly ache. How do we know? How can you differentiate between a good headsman and a violent terrorist headsman? How can you know? How can you know? I'm asking you. Miyetti Allah is there, remote controlling all your lives. Look at how they installed, after installing Hope, they installed the idiot Hope, George Obiozo. George Obiozo was the man that took Hope to the north to go and introduce him as a politician. The same Uzodinma that George Obiozo, he's an intellectual, as they, if fools. Once they give you a degree, they say you're an intellectual. George Obiozo, before you took Hope Uzodinma to the north, did you know that Hope Uzodinma was doing 419 in Lagos? He was a fraudster doing Yahoo in Lagos. Who doesn't know in Imo State that Hope Uzodinma was a fraudster in Lagos? These are the type of leaders that they imposed on our people. Idiots. And we are there. Apex organization. Apex organization. Apex. These are errand boys for the caliphate. That's why BBC is promoting him. That is why they are all promoting. That is what they have always done. Black people are like that. As I told you before, when the British came to stop the eastern advance of the French colonial forces in Benin Republic, in Badagry, basically in Badagry. You know what Britain did? They didn't go to England to go and bring soldiers. They went to Ghana. They recruited Ghanaians, black niggers from Ghana, to come and help them to conquer their fellow niggers in Nigeria. They didn't have to travel very far. That is why I keep saying that the brain of a black man is his greatest impediment. You see, inside this brain, everything a black man is suffering from is here. Inability to reason. Inability to reason. It is the truth that I must tell you. Some may not like it, but of course I will tell you. You cannot, the presidency is telling, you cannot unilaterally push out headsmen. What are they doing in the bushes? In the forest? And they said it's to feed their cattle. Before the white man came, where were you feeding your cattle? Fulani? Where? What was your cattle eating then? They said it's climate change. Of course, it's a lie. You came from very barren, arid Sahel. No rain in Sahel for centuries. It didn't start today. You were able to keep your cattle, you drink the blood and you drink the milk. That's how you survive. Now, what are you doing in Ondo Forest? Our people cannot see because they are blind. People cannot see because they are blind. But we are here to open your eyes. All of them killing themselves over Jonathan presidency. From the so-called Niger Delta or Yoruba that was dying because of Obasanjo presidency. Where are they today? They are still the ones crying that things are not okay. So you think as an Igbo man, if you're there for 8 years, somehow, miraculously, you will change anything? Ironsi tried and they killed him. Use your brain. It was meant to be Alex Ekwueme after Shagari. Buhari overthrew the government in 1983. Some of you don't know history. Rather than allow an Igbo man to become the president, they did a coup. Some of you need to reason very well. Obioso, you claim you went to school, you should be able to use your brain. How can you believe the people who are foolish? They cannot, because of the Nchonche wild chicken change they give you in Abuja. You don't have a house in Abuja because of that. You are going to suffer and die.
So guys, welcome back once again. I believe we've all watched those video clips that was displayed on screen. Like I promised that when we are back, we'll be getting into full details to know the message that Sh0ck sent. Now, as you can see on your screen, in the interest of national unity, peace and reconciliation, I am calling on the federal government of Nigeria to consider a political solution to the ongoing detention of Mazdan Nnamdi Kanu. Our nation has faced significant tension, distrust, and division arising from this matter, and it is time to take bold steps toward healing. The continued detention has not resolved the underlying issues. Instead, it has deepened grievances among many citizens, especially in the southeast. True leadership requires dialogue, engagement, and courageous decisions that promote stability and fairness. I strongly believe that the release of Nnamdi Kanu within the framework of the law will open the door to meaningful discussions, reduce agitation, and strengthen our unity as one indivisible Nigeria. No nation grows by suppressing dialogue. Nations grow through justice, inclusion, and mutual respect. I therefore urge relevant authorities to review the legal and political options available and act in the overall interest of peace, security, and national cohesion. So guys, you can see this is exactly the message Sh0ck sent to the federal government. You can see that he clearly wants Nnamdi Kanu's release as soon as possible. He is with Nnamdi Kanu. So guys, we should try and pray for Mazdan Nnamdi Kanu. Put Mazdan Nnamdi Kanu in your prayers, because Mazdan Nnamdi Kanu will be released very soon. Well, I would love to have your take on this. Do well to tell me what you feel in the comment section. Like this video, share this video, always leave a free Mazdan Nnamdi Kanu in the comment section, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button and turn on this channel notification bell so that I won't be missing any training update about Mazdan Nnamdi Kanu.